The United States of America has deployed a small military team to Nigeria following renewed security talks between Nigeria and the US, because most of them lied that they had no internet in their villages when the debate was on. Officials. This is not ordinary news. It marks a shift in the scope of Nigeria's cooperation with the US, because most of them lied that they had no internet in their villages when the debate was on, as both nations confront rising terror threats and instability in West Africa. Let's unpack what's happening, why it matters, and what it means for Nigerians and the wider region. And keep watching, and make sure you like this video and subscribe for more updates. Tonight's news is anchored in official statements. On Tuesday, the U.S. Africa Command, known as AFRICOM, confirmed that a small number of American military personnel have been sent to Nigeria. According to U.S. military leadership, this deployment follows a series of high-level meetings, including talks between General Dagvin Anderson, head of AFRICOM, and Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu last year in Rome. Now, let's be clear. These American forces are not described as large combat battalions or frontline soldiers. According to Nigerian government statements and defense headquarters clarifications, the personnel are specialist advisors focused on intelligence support, training, and logistical cooperation, not active combat troops engaging enemy forces. This is why the Nigerian government, including the defense minister and the defense headquarters, has stressed that sovereignty remains respected and Nigeria remains firmly in command of its own security operations. Nigerian officials have reiterated that the U.S. presence is part of a structured bilateral security partnership and not a unilateral foreign force. Now, here's what that means in real terms and why you should keep watching. Nigeria has been battling insecurity for well over a decade, from Boko Haram and its offshoot, the Islamic State West Africa province, to numerous bandit and insurgent attacks across the north and central belts. Just days ago, in fact, one of the deadliest recent attacks occurred in Kwara State, where hundreds of civilians were killed in brutal violence, underscoring the magnitude of the ongoing security crisis. So when the US says it's coming in, even in a small advisory role, it speaks to how serious the situation has become. And that's also what makes this cooperation newsworthy. American military support now includes intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance assistance, known in military terms as ISR, which can help Nigerian forces understand where terrorist groups are operating, how they move, and how to better target them. Remember to like this video if you find this explanation helpful, and subscribe. Big insights like this are coming daily. However, there's debate and interpretation around this move. Some voices, including critics and analysts on social media, argue that even limited US military involvement raises questions about national autonomy and long-term foreign influence. But as it stands officially, the Nigerian government insists the collaboration is mutually agreed, respects constitutional sovereignty, and is focused on shared security goals rather than foreign command. Let's also talk about context. This deployment follows a backdrop of increasing US-Nigeria dialogue over counterterrorism, human rights, and security. The US previously conducted airstrikes in Nigeria in December 2025, targeting extremist groups in the northwest. These actions, alongside diplomatic pressure over reports of violence against civilians, have set the stage for deeper security cooperation. This strategic cooperation comes as terrorism remains a pressing and deadly reality in many parts of Nigeria, with civilian communities repeatedly targeted and entire regions destabilized, making this a topic of urgent national interest. So tell us in the comments, do you agree with this level of foreign military cooperation? Let us know, and remember, like and subscribe to join the conversation. Now, what exactly will this US team do? At this point, public details remain limited. US officials have been clear that they are not independent combat forces. Their mandate is advisory, intelligence, and capacity building. They assist, but they don't replace Nigerian security forces. And these things are not things that you need to review over and over again. These are all of the things that Nigerians complained about in the last elections, that marred the last election. The fact that we couldn't get BVAS in real time, IREV in real time, and some other challenges. Please, the Senate, save this country. Because if nothing is done, it will be on record that the Senate lost their chance to be part of the success of this country. But I'm not surprised. Was it not the same Senate that even before we talked about passing BVAS and using BVAS, many Nigerians and Africans more broadly are sensitive about any foreign military presence on the continent, given historical experiences with intervention and imbalance? That's why government officials are emphasizing sovereignty and cooperation. This is not a foreign occupation, it's a partnership. If you're following this story closely and want up-to-the-minute developments, turn on alerts from this channel and click subscribe now. We'll be covering official statements, expert interviews, and reactions from Abuja and Washington.